I'm gonna go check out improv class. I've performed with these guys in the past, but I had very, very, very limited experience back then. I didn't even know the basics of improv back then. Look, haven't even filled it out yet. Have not filled it out in like 3 days. The only thing that does matter is that things are getting completed, and they are. 12:54, I'll be running just a little bit behind. In my first year of college, I met this guy. He and I had a scene together, and I could just tell that he was really passionate about acting. And at that time, I didn't realize that I wanted to be a full-time performer. I was still plugged into this idea of, oh, I need to get a regular job just like everybody else, you know? This is an antique store. Everybody's going to go in, they're going to look for one thing that they want, and you're going to show us through mine what you're buying. Ele tava a tempo de era pacote, mas hoje na banheira tinha rena. Deixa eu ir com ele é motifena. Blank canvas. We have no idea where we're at. As each person comes in, you're going to enter through the same door. Era mote, ele tá tempo de era pacote, mas hoje na banheira tinha rena. Deixa eu ir com ele é motifena. Look how excited she is. Hey, buddy. Heading off to the golf course, yeah. Back up! Back up! Back the fuck up! I'm gonna go into teacher mode here. The flag is over there, all right? And by turning my back on the flag, I have to come across my entire body, and this arm will go across it like that, meaning that I will turn completely. By learning how to do it wrong, I'm cutting off the fat, and I know what not to do during competition. I could see that the similitude between improvisational class today and golf is all you have to do is it's a lot of swings, it's a lot of scenes that you have to do. So I think this applies to everything. If you're swimming, it's strokes, right? If you're golfing, it's strokes. If it's baseball, it's strokes. You're just swinging a lot. If you're painting, if you're drawing, it's just strokes. How many strokes will it take to get you to become a professional? It's a lot of repetition. The more repetition that you get, you're just cutting off the fat. I was taking a class at the Groundlings, and the teacher would consistently interrupt my scenes. And I got to the point where I asked him, please don't interrupt me. Let me do it wrong because I'm in a class. Allow me to do it wrong so that when I get on stage, I'll know how not to do it. I'm not here to be great. I'm here to learn how to become good so that I can become great. It's a process, man. I'm an unpolished turd. Eventually, I'll be a shiny turd. That's not what I mean. You know what I mean, man. These guys are a group named Improv in Fresno, and they're really good. More than 10 years ago, I tried to join their group, and I had no skills, no improv skills, very little acting skills. I wasn't good at all. I mean, I was horrible, as a matter of fact. And, you know, understandably so, they didn't allow me into the group. And then a few years later, started doing voiceover, and again, I tried to get on with them again. And once again, I wasn't good because I hadn't had the formal training. They didn't allow me in again. The rejection was so overwhelming that it drove me to the point where I said, you know what? Screw it. I'll drive to Los Angeles and I will get good. And so that is when I started going to Groundlings. Now the Groundlings is 12 classes, 12 times that I had to drive to LA and back. I've taken basic 3 times, And the reason why I've taken basic 3 times is because I was inspired by a girl there. She took basic 7 times and she took intermediate 7 times. Even though she had passed, she did it because of the repetition, because of the practice. And I took basic 3 times, 12 times 3. And now I've taken intermediate and I'm going to take it again towards the end of this year. So let me get back to what I was saying. I was saying that these guys rejecting me is the reason why I started going to the groundling. Really glad that I drove myself and said, no, I'm going to get better despite the rejection. It really hurts when you're rejected. It really hurts when somebody, I just rejected that mosquito. He's really hurting, he's dead. There are some big actors that come out of the groundlings and then go on to do humongous things like Saturday Night Live and movies, and Jimmy Fallon, the groundlings.
That's it, and that's all, my amigos. That's all I got, my amigos. That's all I got, my amigos. Yo, positive pill of energy. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, yeah.